second red flag. He was 5'5". Yeah. And I don't, like, I'm not someone that's, like, all about height. You know, I'm 4'11", so mind you, I'm very short. So it wasn't, like, something that, like, bothered me, because to me, I was still looking up. But in retrospect, I did think it gave him, like, this Napoleon type complex or whatever, but we'll get there. So from here on out, I will refer to him as Lord Farquaad, because he did, like, he was very adamant about me treating him like a king, or him having, like, this king complex. But he didn't like to do a lot of things, like, that would require that. So, like, I paid for everything. Yeah. I paid for everything. Like, I took us on trips. I always, like, fed him and made sure, like, his girls had food or money or cash apps or whatever. Mind you, I'm a single mom of 2 kids. So, like, I'm not balling in the beehive. But, like, I was so financially loose with him that, like, it decimated me in that short amount of time. And that was, like, the first, like, cause of friction. And, like, you know, I have such a giving heart that I thought, you know, I was investing in something, or I was, like, sharing, you know, what I had with him. But no, he was just using me. And some of the things that he did in and around, like, financial abuse was so crazy. Like, he would, I don't know how much I can say on this platform, so I'm gonna just, like, paraphrase. Like, he would have me do things, like, with my account, like, take out money or whatever, and say, like, oh, don't worry, they're not gonna, you know, get upset about that, don't worry, like, they'll give you the money back, like, you know, kind of like a dispute. And he would just take the money, and when the bank reversed the dispute, I was stuck holding the bag. But did I leave? No, it just got worse. Like, there was so many things, and like, I think that's why I'm doing this, because I felt so much shame for allowing so much in that relationship. Like, shame. Like, I don't even feel worthy of, like, a good partner, because I, you know, made myself so small and really just, like, allowed someone to kind of, like, ransack my life. And I feel so much shame, and it's like, I can't be the only one. I know that there's brighter women out there that would never put themselves in this position, and I understand that. But what I want to say is that I feel a lot of shame for, like, being so stupid and being so giving, and just, like, not being able to, like, walk away when I should have, you know, and then crying about, oh, well, he did all these, you know, terrible things to me, when it's like, he's been doing that. He's been showing you who he was. But one of the things that I felt like was so hard to walk away was because of the time and money invested. Because I thought, like, you know, like, at some point there has to be, like, a turning point. And when he did get himself on his feet, first thing he did was take this other girl out of town and pay for everything. And it broke my heart. But I still didn't leave him alone. But that just goes to show me, and, like, that was already a big fear for me going into things, is, like, I never want to, you know, build someone up and then them, like, give it to someone else. And he did just that. He just that, you know, he's with that girl now. Like, and that shit broke my heart, because I was like, damn, like, I paid for you to go to Atlanta, Puerto Rico, all over the place, you know. And you know, as soon as you get, like, a little bit of money, you, like, take someone else, like, on a trip. So that hurt, you know, that hurt. But I still hung out. So I am just wanted to say thank you guys for watching some of these videos. I just did it as, like, a little bit of therapy while I was working out now. And, you know, if you like them, thank you. Like, if you feel like you've been in something similar, I'm sorry. If you feel like you've never put yourself in this position, I adore you. But I'm going to keep making them. They're a little scattered. They're a little all over the place. But as the stories come to mind, I'm always going to be working out or moving around, because that is part of my healing. That is part of how I'm getting myself together. Because when you come out of something so painful and traumatic that really deteriorates your self-worth, one of the things that you could give back to yourself is is like putting yourself back together and at least feeling pretty. Like that is like my first, and I'm trying to get there, right? So yeah, good morning. How are you guys doing today? Thank you for watching. Also, this is not the end. There's plenty of these, just so you know. I'm going to be talking about financial abuse, physical abuse to the extent that I can talk about it, emotional abuse, psychological, I guess that's emotional, and just like how maybe somebody can fall into such a trap of this situation, and how I got myself into this position in the first place, at least from what I've observed about myself through this process. So there's going to be a lot. I'm going to tell you some crazy stories, some that are all that are going to be embarrassing to me. But if there is somebody that can relate or just feels like, okay, like I won't ever do that, hey, that's enough for me. I'm okay with putting myself out there, because at the end of the day, it's all part of the journey. And I'm still pretty dope of a human being, even though this happened, and I'm gonna get over it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching me heal.